You know, this was going to be my remarks. It would have taken about 2 minutes, but what the hell? That would have been a little boring. A little boring. Now I'm reading off the first paragraph. I said, this is boring. Come on, we have to tell it like it is.
I know you feel, Mr. President. This is the script my staff gave me. Boring, boring. But I'm not going to use the word that rhymes with cap. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Neil Cavuto. You're watching Coast to Coast. And we've got one of my favorite guests on the show, Tony Perkins of the Family Research Council, as the president here. Making sense of a president right now is rattling markets for the time being, rattling, the establishment media, which I think the president enjoys, which I think maybe Mr. Perkins enjoys. How do you think he's doing?
I think he's doing well. I mean, I think he rattles a lot of things. I think this president...
That's by design, isn't it?
It is. It is. But what we've seen is it's kind of like that roller coaster we were talking about during the break. We're up and down, but there's a confidence that comes from this president because he is unorthodox and he's not bound...
You say unorthodox. Do you ever fear he might be just crazy?
No, because I know him.
Okay.
And I've spent some time with him.
But he seems so impulsive that he doesn't even check with his economic team about follow-up sanctions.
There is an element of that, but that's how he's been successful in life. And his life, if you look at it from a business standpoint, has some ups and downs in it.
Sure.
But what we need in our government today is someone who will tell it like it is and change things up and not really just... What we've seen in Washington for so many years is that we change jerseys, but we run the same plays. He's actually changing the plays and doing something different, and we're getting a different result.
What if we don't? What if the Chinese up the ante to the extreme that we do have a massive global trade war, the likes of which could lead, these are the extreme views, right, to a worldwide depression? What do you say?
That's always a possibility, but look at what he's done on some of the other foreign policy issues. Outside of trade, let's look at what he's actually brought North Korea to the table to sit down and talk about something that is an existential threat, nuclear weapons in the hands of North Korea. He's bringing Kim Jong-un to the table to have that discussion. That's not happened. He's moved the embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. 25 years that's been on the books. No one's ever done it. So there are some things happening. I think from those successes, he's building an element of confidence that people say, yeah, it's a little uneasy, but okay, so we're a little over the white line, and then we're back over the yellow line, but we're still rolling.
I don't want to pretend to be the Pope or to judge other people and their personal foibles. Like the Pope says, who am I to judge? But I'm always amazed, Tony, the president's popularity with the religious community, especially in light of the Stormy Daniels stuff, the allegations about payoffs to women. Payoffs he denies, by the way. But what do you make of that?
Neil, that's a very good question. And it's one that I think many people wrestle with. But let me set the stage here. This is not about looking at this in the vacuum of today. It is actually going back to 2 years ago when we came down to a choice between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. And most of us were not with Donald Trump in the primary because of those very reasons you just laid out.
I remember.
But when it came down to a choice between those two, and he wrapped himself in a conservative platform. I helped craft the GOP platform, most conservative in the history of the party. He embraced it.
But you knew you weren't getting an altar boy.
Well, everybody knew that. They had
you were okay with that?
Well, would I have preferred another candidate? That's why I was working for one of the others, trying to help them. But when it came down to a real choice, not a theoretical choice, a real choice between him and Hillary Clinton, who was going to continue and expound upon the policies of Barack Obama, we took a chance of saying, okay, we know his past is not something we agree with. He's telling us he's going to do things differently. He's going to advance these agenda items that we care deeply about. And we're 16 months later after his administration.
So you can look past all this other stuff?
As long as it's in the past. If it's present, if it's present, then it's a different issue. Right. If it were Bill Clinton in the Oval Office today, then I think you would see evangelicals leave. But as long as it's past, it is past.
Tony Perkins, always good seeing you in the flesh.